settings for Twitch, updating settings for YouTube, configure multi-stream service, apply optimized settings, start video transmission. We are coming to you live.
Hey, live in your face, in the place to be. Not space, but the place that starts with an E. ARTH, Earth. That was horrible. That's how I end that.
I can't even get feedback, so just like
there's no feedback possible for that shit.
Well, it's another week, another podcast. I got to remember to edit this one, as we were just talking about a second ago.
Now I can see. It's a good thing. I still had some that old PlayStation clip cut up in my phone when I put it on TikTok. Yeah. Because I kept trying to remind myself, like, go on YouTube and make another clip. And I never went to check, so therefore I never knew you didn't put it up. So if I did go to do it, it wouldn't have been there.
Yeah, it's been a busy week, I would say. Tonight is my last night of freedom.
Being Kevin McAllister.
Yeah, being home alone, man.
Yeah,
what's up, CLD in the chat? But yeah, it's my last night. Probably gonna, after this, most likely just get uber stoned and play Baldur's Gate, which, you know.
After starting the podcast saying how dreadfully tired you are.
Listen, I'm tired, but like, I gotta make the most of this last night on a Tuesday. Also, I gotta watch, what's it called too? Fucking Ahsoka. That came out tonight. You see that shit?
I saw the trailer.
They moved all the show to be on Tuesday night now, so that people can watch it before Wednesday morning when they normally just drop it in the morning before work. So now you can watch it and you won't get spoilers while you're at work all day waiting to watch.
Not bad.
Smart. It's the one smart thing that Disney has done. Pay your fucking actors, you bitches.
The one smart thing in their entire career.
Yeah, but yeah, man. I don't know. I got shit to talk about. What are we hitting first in this intro to discuss? What do we
I don't know.
Run down.
I don't think I have too much to talk about, honestly. Yeah, no, I don't have. It might be all you. I don't really have any big thing, nothing crazy to drop on the intro.
Well, I had a little bit of a busy weekend. Have you ever been to a place by the name Melting Pot?
Yes, I've been there.
Yo. I never went there before in my life. I never had fondue in my life.
Now you did.
Oh, you fucking bet your ass I did. That shit slapped so hard. And I wasn't even inebriated at all. Like, I was thinking about, like, maybe I just, like, a little bit on the outside, because then it's like, holy shit, this experience is going to be, like, legendary. But I just went in virgin. And let me tell you, man, we got...
And you've also never had fondue.
Never had... I dude, that shit was worth it, first off. I want to put it out this way. That shit's expensive. Like, mad expensive. But that is something that, like, I will want to do at least once every single year now, because it is fucking worth it. It's a fucking nice date night if you got that going on for you and you want to take someone out. Fucking, I was like saying to my family, I'm like, yo, we're going when you get back from this fucking cruise at some point. I don't give a fuck when it is.
We're going. You're paying. Get ready.
Listen, I don't even give a fuck if I gotta pay a little bit myself. I don't care. In total, I spent, I think, $97 for myself exclusively.
Damn.
There were 5 of us.
Yeah.
So, and all of us spent the same amount of money, because we all got drinks, like nice drinks. I got a fucking old fashioned that I built myself. I got to pick my whiskey, and I picked the one that was...
hands.
Yeah. I got the free one, because there was ones that was like, it's $14 for the drink. Here's all your whiskey options, and then all of them had these little parentheses that were like an extra $5, an extra blah blah blah, and then I see Jim Beam, and I'm like, 0. Jim Beam it is. So I fucking scoop that shit, and then there's a bunch of options below it, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna spur of the moment pick. I'm not even gonna fucking like predetermine this shit. So the waitress was like, what do you want? I'm like, Jim Beam, because cheap bitch I am. So then I went cherry wood for like a smoke on the inside. There was an orange peel in there, and then I forget what the other thing was, but there was one more thing that I picked that was just random, and it was so fucking delicious, man.
Cherry wood is your porn star name.
I mean, honestly, it would more be like strawberry because it's more pink. That's my complexion, or maybe like Jesus Christ. I have this little bottle.
You're the same.
Like, that's kind of sad and close. Like
it's like camouflage. Yeah.
The more I move it, it is. Oh my god! Holy shit! Somebody clip that. God damn it. But fucking. I can't believe that fucking happened. Shit. But we got two. There's 3 courses in this shit, and that shit was so good. The first one was the cheese, and Trevor and I, we did like, it was like 2-person per pot or a 3-person pot, and they did a different one. There was Lucia, John, and Anna. They did a pot by themselves, and then Trevor and I were like, this one sounds good, so we did that.
Yeah.
Bro, the fucking broccoli in that cheese was the best thing I've ever had in my life. I'm not even lying.
It's a classic combination right there.
And then they had like fruits too.
Yeah.
Which was weird. Like they had apples and cheese. Like you dip the apple in the cheese. I don't get that. I tried it. Didn't get it. Like it's fine. It just didn't really.
It's nothing you're like craving to do again.
It didn't do that, you know?
Yeah.
So, and then there was like pretzel bites, those fucking slapped, and then the bread as well. But then you move on to
bread there.
Oh, dude, fucking so good bread. So good. Then we got salads. I don't eat that shit. So my salad went to Trevor after I picked out all the croutons. Can you guess what I did with the croutons?
Dipped them in the cheese.
Dip them in that motherfucking cheese.
Fucking
good. It was so good. And then you get the meat, dude.
Hey, ladies.
I got some steak there. If I go back at some point, I will exclusively get this steak as my meat instead of choosing 3 separate ones. Because I had grilled chicken, which was pretty good. Fucking, what wasn't grilled? It was just chicken because you put it in the oil or whatever the fuck it is. And then what was the other one? There was just like some regular ass steak, just like, here you go. And then grilled peppercorn with like some other herbs and seasoning on a steak strip. That shit hits so fucking well. I can't even explain.
Good old seasonings,
dude. That seasoning on there, fucking.
Your parents aren't gonna know what to do with themselves.
Nope. Fucking it, not at all. And then after the meat is done, that's when the dessert gets picked, right? And you got like the stereotypical one where it looks like a yin yang. So they got dark chocolate and white chocolate, and they like spiral it and then put the 2 dots to make it look like that.
Yeah.
And that was good. Don't get me wrong. But Trevor and I, we picked the dark chocolate and dulce de leche.
Oh, you fancy hoe.
Oh, baby. There was like salt that you sprinkled on top because it was like salted caramel. Man, that shit was so fucking good. It was so fucking good.
You had a moment.
Needless to say, it was one of those things where I was like, I think it was the first time where I've ever eaten food and I didn't give a fuck what it costed. Like at all. Or cost. I mean,
that's how you know
costed, I don't think it was yeah, for sure. And it was more like the experience too. Like obviously you're cooking your own food. They have like a little thing to tell you how long to cook it and shit and whatnot. But like it was just an experience where I was like, this is worth the money for what it is. So CLD said that he hasn't been to it. It's in King of Prussia. Take the fiance there, man. It's a a 1 time a year thing. Just once. That's all you need, and then you don't need it till the next year. That's it. And it's phenomenal.
An indulgence.
Oh yeah. But then after that, on Saturday, I hosted some friends and we played D&D, and I ran that shit.
How'd it go?
It went surprisingly well, I will say. The thing that it went a little bit longer than I expected. Not too much longer, because when I was talking to Trevor about it, he said that his first one that he ever ran turned from a 1 shot into 3 separate sessions. So like, you know, little bit different than just getting together one time and in and out situation. But we got it done in one night. I did the thing that I planned on doing, which I can talk about now freely.
Did it go well?
Yes and no. So what I decided to do at the beginning of this, before I even wrote any of the campaign, which was basically just like a gang warfare in a city situation, was that one of the characters was predetermined that they were going to die because they signed a contract to pretty much work for one of the gangs and make sure that they're the top of the power and take down all the other gangs and make them go lower just so this gang is the best, whatever. And I had all of the players roll d20s at the start of it, 5 of them, and that was how I ruled who would be the person I would kill. And that person ended up being Lucia. So we get to like the first mini boss battle, which is like right before when I know we're gonna cut the break and right as I'm gonna kill Lucia.
Right.
And like they are beating the shit out of this boss that I built so fucking easily because these 3 people that are playing the game know how to make good characters. And me, I don't. Yeah. So I'm like, fuck, I had it on like
but
a timer.
But that also gives you like a sense of like super freedom. Like you don't have to work within any boundaries that you set for yourself.
True. And the thing that was like for me is I didn't want to like lie about my roles, if that makes sense. So like when I'm playing like everybody besides them, I'm not like fudging my rolls. Like if I roll a shitty roll, you know, and I'm not hitting you, that's just the way that it works. GG. Right. But if I roll a good roll, we're good. And I was rolling pretty good, and then I was still getting my ass kicked. And then I finally had the lady show up that was like the one who made Lucia sign the contract in the pre-written backstory. And I got props for I'm pretty sure this dog needs to go OUT, and I'm not gonna say it, and she gonna be a bitch in a second.
All right, cool. We're gonna finish this story.
No, we're just gonna ignore her. She's just gonna lay down. Just lay down. Sweet, awesome. But I went on Amazon. I found this little like glass little bowl that looked like a health potion and red dice separately. And the little bowl came with these little capsules that look like pills. And you take them apart, and there's a little piece of paper inside. And I guess the like intended use is like write something nice on it and then put them in there, and then you can take something nice for yourself every day. But that was what I was using as like my black market drug situation, and they were spell scrolls.
As you do.
So, you know, so I took out this prop and I handed it to Lucia, and I was like, you can read that. And this happens. And it was a scroll of powered word kill, which is just a spell that just kills someone if they're under a certain HP. I made sure that they were under the certain HP so it would work no matter what. And she died on the floor. And I said, and that's where we're going to cut the break. We ordered food and whatnot. And this is the moment where I was like, okay, let's see how this goes. Because I made 3 pre-made character sheets for Lucia to play. Since that character's now dead at a higher level. So it's like, okay, so now you got some more cool shit that you can do. And blah, blah, blah. I did goof the numbers a little bit and she had to fix it, but it's okay. She looked like she had fun with that.
Well, that's
I could tell that the kill didn't necessarily sit well with one of the players at the table, which was Trevor. And he came out and said it like at the very, very end. But the thing was, I had always intended to bring back that character with a revivify spell, and then have it so that Lucia could play 2 characters at the same time. So I was like, if there's anyone who would want to fucking do that, it would be the person that wants to play.
Fucking killed.
Yeah. And then also Lucia just loves fucking D&D, and this sounds like a fucking amazing thing to be able to do technically double damage and like fight twice in a final boss battle.
D&D double damage.
Hell yeah. Needless to say, she got the final kill on the boss, and both of the new characters that she used, I had her roll like something for an attack for her Warhammer, and both characters had Warhammers. So she killed the boss by having both of her characters like smash together Mortal Kombat style the enemy's head, and just viscera went out like a gusher in the commercials because they're not like that in the stores. And I was like, hell yeah, we did it. And that's when Trevor's like, Oh, took some the player's automation. Is that what it was? I don't know the correct terminology. It's like the player's autonomy away from them and just killing them. And I was like, I did that because I was planning this. And then Trevor's like, okay, see, now I like it because you had that planned. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, cool. Okay, we're good now. Nobody hates me. So
it'd have been fun too, though. They hated you.
It was fun for a second, and I was like, but we were ordering food from a burrito place, and like everyone's sitting in my living room, and like I'm seeing Lucia over in the corner fixing the character sheet, looking like she's having a fun time, and is chilling and on her phone, and seems like she's having a fun time. And then I just see Trevor. He's just on his phone, and I just sense this like aura from him of like he didn't like that, but needless to say, he did like it by the end, and it was really fucking fun. And I don't want to do it more.
Ends well. You just need it to end well. You got to stick the landing.
True. Gladly, we stuck the landing, and I think we were done by like 9 o'clock, pretty much.
What time did everybody get there?
A little bit after 12. So it was about. I had planned for it to be around 5 hours, so it was a little bit longer than I expected. But it was a combat focused campaign, so you're coming into a new campaign, never playing this character before.
Right.
Obviously, you're gonna not know exactly what you want to do every single turn, but it was fun as fuck, man. It was fun.
That's dope. I'm glad y'all had a good time.
Hell yeah!
I know you were excited building up to it, so I'm glad to hear.
Yeah. I think it was like the props that I made, and I also had music because on Voice Mod they added a soundboard, obviously, but they have pre-made ones, and one of them is literally just fantasy RPG stuff. So I could just click something and it sounds like we're in a tavern.
Oh, that's great.
So I just had this in the background playing for a little bit, and then when they were in battle, it was like little action music just to keep the pace going a little bit. So it was. I thought that was fun, and then there was also a nightclub that I added, so I had a little bit of, little shit and whatnot, because it was a nightclub.
Okay, I get where you're going. Ambiance. This is like fucking cocaine music. There's a line of women coming out of the bathroom wiping their noses.
True. But yeah, man, that's how it went.
It's so savage here. Oh my god. I can feel the sounds. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I thought it was going to stop. Sorry.
Some abrupt stop clap. Imagine being at a live show and the clapping stops that abruptly.
Dude, I would fucking. I'd be terrified. But I think that's all I got for the intro. Are we ready to rock this show with Gamescom news?
Yeah, let's rock the show with us.
Just what's it? I was gonna say. I just fucking word vomited. Grand Theft Auto 6, baby.
Oh.
Level up, bitches.
Yeah.
That's all I got. I'm not that aggressive. Welcome back to the next episode of the Save Before Quitting podcast. As always, I am joined by my lovely co-host on my right here.
It's me. I hope I'm turning the correct way.
Nope.
This way. All right. Never gonna get it right.
It's funny because it's never changed.
I know.
You just gotta think of the wall. That's all you gotta think.
You're the wall?
I'm the wall.
Yeah, you are white like the wall.
Yeah, I'm a wall, motherfucker.
Hey, you've been working out, dog. I get it.
A little bit. But you guys can follow us on all of our social media platforms. Save letter B number 4 quitting over on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube.
Titty gang.
You can also check out our motherfucking Discord, which is linked down below in the video version, or if you're here live with us, !Discord in the chat, and that'll pop up for you so you can join on up. We talk about pretty much everything in there. We got nerdy news, nerd fitness. You can promo yourself. You can post what you picked up on a weekly basis. We got options.
Options.
Yeah. Other than that, Patreon. We are filming stuff. We swear. That's coming at you very, very quickly. There's a new episode that we just posted this past weekend where we kind of just catch up with y'all a little bit from the lack of talking that we did last month. But next upcoming one's just going to be a couple simple ones. We're going to do some Baldur's Gate content where we make Ant and Baldur's Gate.
You're going to make me.
Yeah. And then probably just do one where I feel like we got to do that one's not going to take super long. Like we'll do you, then we could do like a hyper realistic me, and then we can do whatever we think is the coolest together. And we'll just make 3 separate characters that are cool as shit. Right. That's our adventuring squad. It's us. It's you, me, and the podcast as a personified character. Yeah.
I'm with it.
Yeah. That'll be the next episode. After that, we don't know yet. We'll figure it out. I was also debating today. I had a shower thought of posting me playing a game of Wingspan against the hardest AI trying to beat them, just as an extra little, here you go, the situation. Just record it and just like give my thoughts during the process. And I would call it Flying High with the Wingspan, because I'd be that.
You'd be like commentary.
Yeah, little commentary over top of a card game and whatnot. But yeah, man, I believe that might be everything. Besides StableRecordingPollySplit.com, where you can get your merch options for the upcoming winter. Yeah, hopefully it gets colder sooner, because I am fucking tired of how warm it is. It's bullshit.
It's slowly cooling off though.
Somewhat. It's funny because the rents went on the cruise last week, and one of the things that I was asked to do is water the plants out back. And here's the thing, did every day. They fucking died. Because the sun has just been pummeling them, and it's been humid as shit. And the worst part is that some of them were sunflowers, and that's kind of their thing.
OD'd on the sun. Literally,
that's what happened. They look depressing. Like, I started watering them a little bit more. I was like, maybe I'll give them 2 a day, you know? And then the next day I go out, and, like, the sunflowers are, like, this tall, like, pretty tall, with, like, some thick-ish stems. And one of them's just, like, just dead. Like, full dead, like, fell over completely.
Out there snorting sun rays.
It was, man.
Passed out.
And, sadly, passed away. But other than that, I think that's all we got.
All they told you to do is keep the plants alive, Chris. What did you do?
To be fair, my mom can't even do that when she buys them. I'm pretty sure she bought them like the week before she got like left. So,
well, it didn't last too long.
No, she kills everything she touches. What I think it was Mother's Day 2 years ago.
You
I
survived.
Got her
physically.
There's a dark joke there.
I know, that's why I was like,
I'm gonna move past that. But I got her like a weird potted plant on Mother's Day 2 years ago that was just like this like purple one, and it's plastic. It's the only plant that's in this house that hasn't died because it can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
It would be pretty
it survives.
If it died, though.
If it died, then I feel like we would just be cursed and I'd have to leave soon because
you feel like, don't touch me.
Yeah, just fucking stay away. But Ant, I gotta ask you the question. What did you play this week? What'd you play?
Nothing. Just more Zelda.
I mean, it's not nothing.
Not nothing, but nothing new. Like I said, that's been my like laying in the bed before I pass out game. Which I literally like. It was one of those moments where I was playing it and I feel like my arms coming down. I was like, oh shit, it's happening. And like I did that little thing where it's like, you might as well just go to bed, but you're like, I'm stubborn. Like for some reason, like I just sat it on my chest for a second.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm just like, just put it on the table and go to sleep. But I feel like, no, let me just close my eyes for a second. And I did that thing where like I totally forgot about it. So I passed out for a minute and I just went to turn over. And I just hear my Switch hit the floor. Like, I was like, ah, shit. It would have been.
You lost all your progress.
I was about to say, in that moment, it would have been hilarious if I turned it back over and it just says game over. Like Link died because I threw the Switch on the floor. But No, just doing my random ass shit in that game. I'm looking at like how much there is to go, and I'm listening to like other podcasts of people playing it, and they're talking about all this wild end game shit. They was like, man, once you get here, this game really comes alive, and this really might be like, I know we always said it before, but man, this is a pivotal Zelda game. And I'm like, I've seen none of that. I've seen nothing important. And apparently there's just like series defining moments in this game. And I was like, I'll never see that. Like, I'll see it, I guess, at some point in the future. But not the way I'm playing that game.
Yeah. I feel like that game is just too damn big, Like, you just gotta like dedicate like hours to it, like every day, if you want to beat that shit.
Yeah, I mean,
especially with the way that you play games too. Like you want to see everything,
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna see every single thing in this one. Like, I don't know. I'll just be playing it over time. I don't even have a plan for it. I put 120 hours into the first one.
True.
I mean, or Breath of the Wild, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm in no rush. And then we're about to get bombarded with games starting next week. So
true. Yeah.
I think Starfield is next Friday.
Yeah, Starfield's next week. I forget what game it was, but there was a game that just got pushed back, and their reasoning was literally, there's too many games in this month. I forget what the bucket company it was, and I was like, I appreciate that, Like, that was the reason for their delay. I think I might have put it in the gaming news. We'll see it eventually, but
we'll get to this. Isn't the complete last week of August.
It isn't? Oh, shit.
LD in the chat says it's 2 weeks. I thought it was next week.
Reviews are next week. What do you think the reviews are gonna be like? Do you think it's gonna be good? Or do you think it's gonna
like from the previews that people are like, because all the review outlets have it, and they're talking like big shit about it, like it's gonna go down as one of those games. That's one of the tweets I saw.
All right. I'm looking forward to seeing if my PC can handle it.
I hope so.
Yeah,
but apparently it's something to look out for.
Hell yeah. I am excited as hell.
But yeah, besides Zelda, that's all I played. It's been a wild couple of days. Busy last week too, so I haven't really jumped into too much.
All right.
Yeah.
Not bad. Still taking away that Breath of the Wild too. For me though, I've been playing so many games. One of them being Baldur's Gate 3.
Of course.
So much, in fact, that I've started a new game before finishing my first one. And I have separate characters at the same time, because you can do that. So I built a new character for this playthrough that is based off my original D&D character, Dorf, who was practically Tommy Wiseau, but a monk, and he would beat the shit out of people. And I'm doing a little bit more of an evil run through this time. Instead of being like the good guy hero, I'm like in it for myself.
Yeah.
And I like it a little bit more because the characters that I don't like in my good guy playthrough don't like me. And then I found a character that I didn't find in my good guy playthrough that's a companion. And me and her, we doing some shit. We doing some we're doing more than hitting it off, to say the least.
Hitting it.
Multiple times now. It's one of those. It's just, and then it's funny because I posted this, I think, in the other Discord we're in, but like apparently the character that is getting hate on, or like people just don't like her and shit.
How come?
And like, because I guess she's like, she knows what she's about. Like, she's very confident. She's very loud. She's like, this is the way it is. This is what I stand for. Fuck you if you're not with it. And people are like, she's so standoffish. Like, I hate it. And this is like whole conversation of like people like, if that was like some big, burly, handsome dude, people would be like, oh man, he's hot. Look at him. He knows what he wants. But I'm like, nah, dude. She's hot. She knows what she wants. Like,
and I'm going to give it to her.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm here for it. Like, I don't give a fuck about these two people that are with us in the party. Me and you, baby. That's it. So that's pretty much how I've been playing it this whole fucking time for this run through. and it's a little bit more fun. I gotta say, it's a little bit more fun than my first one. And I still beat that one too. I'll still play that one. But needless to say, Dorf right now is
that's like your selfish run. That's your run, like no holds barred run.
Dude, there's at the beginning of the game, there's a moment where you pretty much run into like this like goblin camp or not a goblin, it's a tiefling camp with elves on like the side of it in this grove, right? And they're being attacked by goblins. And you have the ability to fight the goblins, and then you have to go to the goblin camp down the road and talk to the 3 bosses. One of the 3 bosses also had a little tadpole in their head, because that's like the whole situation that's going on to turn us into the squid face people. Yeah. And fucking, I was like, I know where that camp is, because she's like, we're looking for the camp of the tieflings so we can go kill them. And I'm like, I know where that is. I got you, baby. We're gonna go right now. I'm gonna go right fucking now. We go fucking take them on. So I fucking go over there and I go to talk to the guy that like sent me to the goblin camp to go take them out in the first place. I'm like, nah, man, I'm with the goblins now. I led them straight to you. And the combat that ensued was fucking insane. Like, there's 2 rounds of combat where it's just me and my other teammates.
Yeah.
And then from the forest comes fucking bugbears, goblins. There's a giant ogre that starts running up, and they just start fucking murdering everybody. And I'm just like, here. And I'm like, hey, we're doing this shit. And then we finish and we get done with everybody. And then the lady's like, I will have you tonight when we celebrate. And I'm like, oh shit. And then I go talk to the chick that's in my party, and I'm like, yo, this might be a thing. She's like, I don't care what you do. Go do that. Go have fun. I just want you for like every night after that. It's all good. And I'm like,
you're living the life.
Whoa, bad is the way, man. So
they like bad boys, man.
Time. I'll have a great time, man. And needless to say, this campaign is going well. But what's not going well is Call of Duty.
Kingsley strikes again.
We had another game in the league this week, and yet again, we went 0-3. This week, though, we did play really well. We had, I think, all of the members, except for maybe one of our team, was pretty much hitting on all cylinders. It was just the fact that only 3 of us out of the 4 compared to all 4 of their teammates hitting it. So that kind of sucked, and it was very... I don't want to say demoralizing, but I'm definitely...
I could see it being that, though.
I'm getting there. I'm going to put it that way.
Yeah.
Like, I want to play and win for this team at least one time. And then I also feel bad because I'm like, I've played in every game. Every game that there's been, I've been in it. And I've played well every game. But I also feel bad. Because I'm like, I don't want to be, like, hogging one of the 4 slots, you know?
Yeah.
And then I'm also like, I also don't want to fucking lose again because I'm getting kind of pissed about it a little bit. But apparently we have team practice tomorrow, so we're going to actually try and work as a team for once because we haven't done that once.
About that concept, working as a team.
Yeah, right. But needless to say, I did find a new gun that's working for me because you get it for free with Twitch Prime Gaming. Mm-hmm. It's like... It's a SMG that's practically the MP7 SMG. It's just a different name. It's like, I think it's like the Vel 46 or what the fuck it's called. But it's like a slice of pizza, and it's got like cheese and pepperoni on it. Mm-hmm. That shit slaps. The configuration of it, amazing. And I'm also a big rat character, man, so that's pretty cool too. Yeah, it's kind of nightmare fuel looking, but here we are. Right. Other than that, Fortnite. Obviously, because the season's ending in 3 days. They're doing their little teasy stuff right now where they're leaking out what the new season's going to be about. It kind of looks like it might be a little bit like spy themed. Mm-hmm. And there's rumors that they're bringing back an old feature where, I don't think I played when this was a thing in the game, but if you knock one of the enemies and they have teammates still, there was an option where you could go up to the downed body and interrogate them, and it would like ping where their teammates are.
Okay.
And they might be bringing that back. There's like teases towards it, but nothing like concrete. I kind of looking forward to that if that happens, but we'll see. And then I think they also teased that they're gonna do that fish skin that you'll probably see. If you look up Fortnite fish sticks, you'll see the skin, the orange one. Right. They're gonna do a buff version of that because
I think that's what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I've
fish
seen the
sticks.
Of it. Yeah, I've seen the pictures.
I have an action figure of him.
Yeah.
He's cool. But yeah, that's about it. I also saw Blue Beetle over the weekend, bro. That movie's good.
What was GameSpot talking about?
I have no idea because like
that's the only bad review I saw too.
I don't know. And another thing that's weird to me is that it's not making much money on like opening weekend, like comparatively to like other movies right now. But I'm like, I'm not trying to like over exaggerate this, but this movie gave me the same feeling that the original Iron Man gave me.
Okay.
When it comes to superhero movies, like it felt fresh but familiar, and then also it was funny as fuck. The action was great. The CG was sometimes rough, but like never enough to take you out of it. I cried at one point, bruh. I was like, why am I crying at this DC movie? Hell. And I'm just really fucking happy that James Gunn said this is a part of the DCU because I need that dude to keep playing Blue Beetle because he is fucking great in this role.
I'm gonna watch it.
It's so good, man.
I had such DC a fun movie. Don't you know that DC means don't cry? Listen, no one told you that?
Nobody.
Damn. So you I will definitely cried. You did the other DC.
Yeah, man. I don't have DC. I have zero sugar.
Well, no, that's whitewater.
Whitewater rafting.
Yeah.
I think the funniest thing about seeing Blue Beetle though was the trailers, because they do not know who the audience is for this movie apparently. Because
what do you mean?
I'm walking up the stairs with my fucking everything bagel pretzel bites and my sody pop, and the Paw Patrol trailer is ending, right? Right after that is the trailer for the horror movie The Nun.
So it's a superhero movie with a little kid trailer and a horror trailer?
Yeah, and here's the thing. There are kids in this theater. So I'm walking up my seat, and as the jump scare happens in the trailer, like 6 or 7 kids scream like bloody murder type shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck it. Like that scared me more than the jump scare noise. And I'm like right next to the fucking Dolby speakers. And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, what the hell is it? And then I sit down and they put another horror movie trailer on. And I'm like, what is happening right now? This is a DC family-friendly movie.
Yeah,
you just showed Paw Patrol.
That's a weird combo.
I was so confused. I was like, this doesn't make any... And then they didn't even play the AMC thing. The fucking, the pre-roll, John?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the chick. They didn't play it. I'm like, what is happening right now? Like, this is not my movie-going experience.
What? They was like, let's switch it up.
They ruined my day. No, I'm just kidding. But fucking, I was like, what is happening
Where was
now?
my woman?
I was so confused, but dude, it was a hell of a movie. I gotta give credit where credit's due. It's just it's a good movie. Go see Blue Beetle. Trust me. But yeah, that's I think all I got for what I played this week. It's time to see that scrumptious ass of motherfucking Mario and save before quitting news. Welcome to Save Before Quitting News, the news that we bring to you every single week, whether it be good, bad, maybe regular, or Gamescom.
Or Gamescom. Shout out to Robbie in the chat. Welcome.
What's up, Robbie? Also, sorry, CLD did not get a chance to read your message. I was talking about Blue Beetle. But we'll see you when you watch the VOD tomorrow.
Yeah.
So where we got to start in the news today, because I actually didn't go scrolling at all.
The Nintendo Charles Martinet.
Is that the first thing?
Or what's that thing before it? that you put up August 20th.
Oh, this is that game that I was mentioning. Alan Wake.
Oh yeah, Alan Wake.
Alan Wake got pushed back towards the end of October, just so that month can have some time to breathe. They literally just said the game is ready, but there's just too many good games coming out in this month, so we're moving it back a little bit.
October, you bitch.
Yeah. I gotta give them credit. That's fucking really cool of them to do that, because you didn't have to, but it's gonna get them more sales. It's going to give other games more sales, and it's gonna give the fucking gamers some time to breathe in between.
Nothing wants to stand near Spider-Man and Mario. Obviously, Spider-Man is the juggernaut, but if there had to be one more thing you don't want to be close to in modern gaming for all ages, it's a Mario game.
What Mario game is coming out?
That Mario Wonder, that new side-scrolling Mario game.
Oh yeah, I thought it was the Sonic that came out the same day as
that
Spidey.
Comes out 2 days before. That comes out for 3 days. I think the 17th or something like that.
Well, too many to count. But Alan Wake took the time and actually pushed it back a little bit, which I respect heavily.
I really want Spider-Man to own October. Like, I wish things weren't releasing around it.
It would be nice if that was the case, but Nintendo doesn't give a fuck.
No.
Yeah, they know what they're about. Speaking of Nintendo not giving a fuck.
All right. Nintendo took the time to put out this, I guess you can call it a press release. Charles Martinet has been the original voice of Mario in Nintendo games for a long time, as far back as Mario 64. Charles is now moving into a brand new role of Mario Ambassador. Does that just mean he goes to cons and says wahoo a lot?
Yeah. Right. I mean, that's kind of what he does now, to be fair, anyway. Yeah.
With this transition, he will be stepping back from recording character voices for our games, but he'll continue to travel the world, sharing the joy of Mario and interacting with you all. It has been an honor working with Charles to help bring Mario to life for so many years, and we want to thank and celebrate him. Please keep an eye out for a special video message from Shigeru Miyamoto and Charles himself, which we will post at a future date. So, let me think. Mario 64 came out in 96. Mm-hmm. So 96, 2006. Almost 30 years he's been Mario. Almost 30 years. That's a long time. That's crazy, man. But apparently that Mario Wonder game and all that, apparently that's not him.
Really?
So they already got the new person doing the voice. They said his last recording in anything Mario was the Mario movie, and he was their dad.
Jumpman.
Yeah.
He wasn't their dad. He was just the guy.
He was both. He was their dad, the voice of their dad, and he was Jumpman at the arcade machine. Yeah.
I thought he was just Jumpman. I didn't know that he was the dad as well. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, as long as it's not Chris Pratt.
No, I don't think it's Chris Pratt.
Like, Nintendo be stupid enough to do that kind of shit, though. Like they just be like, you know what? Chris Pratt's gonna be in this game. You guys loved him in the Mario movie. That's what the fucking voiceover would sound like.
Like, I don't remember any of us saying that.
You guys loved the Mario movie. It was so much fun. Remember Yoshi?
Well, now he's back. Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So salute to the legend himself, Charles Martinet. He also voiced Wario and Luigi too, so they're all getting new voice actors.
Damn. We can do it.
We can do it.
Nintendo, call us.
Yeah.
It's me, Wario.
I would not mind Wario sounding exactly like what's his name? Muscle
Danny
Man.
DeVito.
Oh.
What's up, Mario?
I would not.
You know who else likes to jump up and down? My mom.
Whoa! What does that say about your mom? Woohoo!
Get Waluigi to be voiced by the guy who did Pops from Regular Show.
Oh, no. It's me.
What was his laugh? He was like, he was like, up, like really high. Can't get it. Won't come out.
I know what you mean, though. Oh man.
But moving on from bad, whatever that was, Microsoft Xbox announces that the Xbox Series X console will be getting wraps starring the Starfield design, which you can see a small ass picture of. And then also, I guess some camo ones as well.
Yeah.
The thing that got me about this shit is that they are $50 fucking for stickers, and PlayStation is selling the Spider-Man plates for like $55. Explain to me.
These aren't like stickers though. I think they're like,
yeah, they are
more so.
It's a wrap. Isn't that a sticker?
I thought it just goes around it like a sleeve. They had like a video of it going around an Xbox.
I thought it was a sticker because what if you just put a sleeve on it? It wouldn't it just come off? And that just means it's just paper then, or like cardboard.
I don't.
That's even worse. I'd rather a sticker than just a piece of paper that makes a fucking shitty condom with an opening.
Like be like adhesive to your console.
You do that all the time.
I know they do, but they don't probably don't want to do that.
I gotta figure this out. I got Xbox wraps.
Xbox wraps. What's up, kids?
Okay,
Microsoft.
So they're solid fabric panels.
I'm about to say, I know they're not stickers.
With Velcro.
They're like kids' shoes.
Go fucking back to Payless, Xbox. Fuck this shit.
They're like Trapper Keeper binders that go
It's
around.
back to school season.
Exactly. They go around your Xbox.
God damn. That's so stupid. That's honestly, I'd rather pay $50 for a sticker than that. That's stupid.
They want you. That's why I said it had to be something like that, because I know they're going to want you to be able to take it back off without doing it and like making it difficult.
Dumb. Bad and dumb. This is why I'll never own an Xbox.
For that reason.
Yeah. But next up in the news, the only news that matters this week, in my humble opinion.
I didn't. This is the first time I'm seeing this. Zoo Pals plates are back after being discontinued for nearly 10 years. We're excited to bring the joy of Mealtime with Zoo. I don't know anything about these. I've never.
You don't know Zoo Pals?
No. 10 years ago, I was 27. I was not in the market for Zoo Pals.
I mean, they discontinued 10 years ago. They were a thing before that.
Oh, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, these were like the thing for kids. Like on Nickelodeon and Disney, they would advertise to you. The Zoo Pals, you got the ears and like, that's where you put your sauces to dip.
No, I get it.
Like,
I can see it.
It's fucking awesome. Zoo Pals are dope.
I wasn't in the Zoo Pals audience.
I can't believe you've done
I
this.
think I was a little bit older by the time those were like hot in the streets.
Listen, Zoo Pals are timeless, and when these come back to shelves, I will for sure be buying these.
I'm not surprised. You will be buying it.
It's mealtime fun. You can choose whatever animal you want. It's amazing.
You're so sincere. It's mealtime fun.
It's just a little extra bit of fun for your meal. You know, you got chicken tendies and your fucking fries on a plate. You know, it would make it cooler if you fucking put your ketchup inside of a little pig's ear. That's so cool, man.
Is it so cool?
It's fucking, and then they got the duck one because it's a duck. Ducks don't have ears. They flip that shit around because they're geniuses and make it his little fucking flippers.
Feet.
I mean, there are feet, but aren't they like flip? They're like,
yeah.
They're webbed.
Why don't they just give them like wings?
Because that's not where the wings go on a duck. It's the same shaped plate. No, that's the same shaped plate for all of them. That's why. And then you see they got a whale, and the whale, the feet are actually now tail and fin. Same thing with the ladybug. Ladybug got feet instead of having the two leg big things there. Fucking
they could have just made the antennas of the ladybug be the circles at the top where you put.
They could have, but then they decide to engineer.
They just had to be stupid and do it in a dumb way.
Nah, The best one's the frog, though.
His eyes.
Yeah, that's where you put your fucking little ketchup squirt.
How many did you eat off these a lot as a kid?
Here's the thing. It was a rare occurrence if we got these because it was more of a, not necessarily a luxury item, but like you see it on the shelf and then you're like, it's a paper plate. Walmart brand, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But like,
exactly.
These are fun and I'm an adult and I will be purchasing them because these are fun.
It's mealtime fun.
Dude,
that's the name of this episode. It's mealtime fun.
It better be.
Let me type it in our chat just so I don't forget it.
All right. Make sure you put it with all the Dragon Ball Z characters.
Oh, God.
I
spell it's wrong. What the fuck is wrong? I'm tired.
You're just too excited for Zoo Pals. You can't spell things.
I will not be purchasing any Zoo Pals.
Listen,
even though I have 2 kids, I could actually purchase those.
I'm gonna bring Zoo Pals to your house and convert your children to be Zoo Pals kids.
Convert them from their paper plates, and we got like little kid like dishes. We don't have like.
Listen, you ain't gonna need dishes anymore when you got Zoo Pals.
That's a good title too.
Next up in the news.
Question mark. Zoo Pals! Exclamation mark. Park! Exclamation point. Exclamation park. That should be like a theme park.
Exclamation park?
I just think that's a good name.
Yeah. It can be a good band name. That's a good question. I didn't hear it.
I'll edit out that silence, but it's like this
all good
noise. I can't tell what it was.
Well, you do have a baby.
I don't hear it anymore.
Alrighty. Next up in the news.
Guess I'll find out later.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? Good Burger 2. The teaser trailer on Paramount Plus coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's one thing I have a problem with in this trailer.
Ed?
Which one is Ed again? I'm really bad with names.
Kel, not Keenan.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. I'm terrible when it comes to names for like movies and shits like this.
He looks way older as Ed now.
I'm fine with that. It's just I don't know if it's me, but like at least back in the day when they had the wig on him for the hair, it looked like it was his hair, in my opinion.
Maybe that's what's throwing me off.
It doesn't like this looks like they took a mop and then just dyed it black and put it on the top of his head. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't look like it's attached, you know, like how a wig normally is. I don't know how to. It looks weird to me. Maybe I'm just overthinking it, to be fair as well. But I don't know.
No, I see it. I see what you mean. It's like plopped on top.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it was like put there with purpose. It looks like he just like it just fell there and then he just left it. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's such a weird nitpick to have too, but you know, I think it looks fun to say the least. It's a Paramount Plus movie, so I'll be watching that for free. But
I just want to. I'm interested in like the plot.
Do you think Mondo Burger comes back and they get the guy who was the original Mondo Burger guy?
I don't know. Like maybe. I feel like this movie doesn't go by without them at least mentioning Mondo Burger.
I gotta look up the name of the Mondo Burger. Kurt Boswell.
Kurt. Yeah. You mess with Kurt, you're going in the grinder. And then at the end, when they send him off
back.
They send him off to jail and they do that dance like Kurt's going to jail, Kurt's going to jail, Kurt's going to jail, jail, Kurt's going to jail. I saw it movie so many times. I had that on VHS somewhere.
I think I did too, if I'm correct. I think so. We watched it a lot. I just never remembered their names for some reason.
Yeah.
They got to bring back. I don't think it's like a bring back situation, but at least one night on SNL, they need to bring back all of the fucking All That members.
That'd be fire.
Like, just have Keenan host one night and like on like the anniversary of All That, and then bring back all of that you can get of the All That actors, and then just do like 2023 versions of all the skits from back then.
Yeah, I would love that. They did bring Kenan and Kel back together and for Good Burger on there. They had the Good Burger sketch on Saturday Night Live. That was great. When they did that, I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah. They gotta do that. That'd be so much fun. But
yeah,
we'll see in the future if that happens. What do we got up next?
We're
zooming through because we gotta get the Gamescom still. Yeah.
Tom Holland and Chris Pratt are reportedly being eyed for live-action Jak and Daxter films. All right, I'm beginning to think now. The Jak and Daxter part of this doesn't really surprise me because PlayStation seems to be doing that right now.
Yeah,
like especially with Twisted Metal and everything. So whatever. I'm more so like, is Tom Holland and Chris Pratt the only actors now? They're in everything.
It does feel like it. I will admit, I do like them together because they were in that one movie from Pixar, Onward. I liked that one.
Yeah.
That was a good movie that kind of like nobody really talked about.
I didn't see it. I remember them being the people in it, but I never saw Onward.
Yeah, it was a fun one. Like genuinely, if you have time to watch it on Disney Plus, it's a good movie about like being brothers and shit. And
that's the fantasy one, and they had to find their dad.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I did see that. I like that movie.
Yeah, it was good. Like, and that their dynamic was good. I didn't really like overly think about the fact that it was Tom Holland and Chris Pratt too much. Like, obviously you can tell, but like, you're not. That's Chris Pratt the whole time. Like we were in the Mario movie. At least I was. But yeah, I never have played a Jak and Daxter game in my life.
I played the first one and some of the second one. I didn't like beat the second one or anything.
Is Jak and Daxter just less famous Ratchet and Clank? Like obviously different stories, but like
essentially, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they are, because that was their thing. That was like PlayStation's thing for a second. A little duos and stuff like that. It was Crash, Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank.
I'm assuming Daxter is the little lemur, right?
Yes. Yeah.
He's the only one that looks interesting out of the two. Like Jak doesn't look interesting to me. Well, he just looks like a guy.
Jak wasn't. He was like a silent protagonist initially.
And so they just copied Zelda.
Yeah, and Daxter would just like react or talk to him. And then in the second one, he talked, and it was like more like edgy, and he was like this badass dude. And then the Jak 3, it was like you're in this like, it was almost like a faux Grand Theft Auto type game because it was around the time where like those games were coming out, so they tried to capitalize on that. And you're like, you could be in like a little town and jump in and out of cars and stuff. But it had that same like edge to it. The first one was just like, oh, jolly, fun platformer. Then it was like, let's make him a badass and make him talk. And they just changed the formula completely.
Alrighty. Well, we'll see when that comes out eventually, hopefully. Next up in the news, Nostalgia. Episode 3 has dropped today. It was a good episode. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, we were Elijah texted me saying it was up, and at that point I was already like halfway through it. And I was like, yo, man, we dropped a lot of knowledge on this one. Like it was less jokes and just more of us riffing information. And it was like I was like, we remembered more than we thought we would, because when we went to go record this newest one, we didn't like plan it. Like there was no like, okay, we're going to talk about this. We just started, our brains just started moving, and we just started talking about old shit. And I'm just like, yo, because by the time I got to the end, I was like, this was informative as shit. I'm listening to it like, not know what the fuck I'm talking about.
It's funny because like I didn't know a lot of these just because I think I missed this era. Like Pete and Pete, I never had that on Nickelodeon once, which sucks because I think it would probably be up my alley.
Yeah, but it was very 90s. You could tell this is like, it was very 90s.
Yeah,
this episode 90s, almost like really early 2000s.
Yeah. But it was fun as fuck. So go watch Nostalgia episode 3, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
God damn it. What's next? I guess we gotta skip over the Game Awards are happening.
Yep.
But we'll talk about this. What's this game that you posted in here? What is this?
The game that I've been talking about for a couple, like the new, like Chrono Trigger-esque turn-based RPG comes out next week. So I'll be playing that. That'll be what I'm playing next week.
Hell yeah.
I think it comes out Tuesday. I'm pretty sure. So I'll be fucking around in that. It's Sea of Stars. Mentioned it a couple of times. So anybody who wins those throwback RPGs, if you like Chrono Trigger, this is coming and you should get it.
Hell yeah. Looks nice for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Not really news, so I'm just gonna kind of run through a few of these real quick. You can make your own Funko Pop now online if you're still into those. I made one for myself and tossed a little joke in there of what the codcasters called me, and added my little pup too. If you're interested and want to get one, it's $30, and then if you want to add a little pet, it's $4 for those. So a nice little gift for friends if you want to do that, or I don't know, just for yourself if you want to make yourself into a pop. They have a lot of like options to choose from, like holding your hands. Outfits is a little bit limited in my opinion, and then hairstyles they had a pretty decent amount too. So, yeah.
Dope.
And then Ahsoka, we already kind of mentioned it earlier. It comes out it's already out tonight. I'll watch it most likely tomorrow. But now I think we are at the meat and potatoes of this episode, which is Gamescom.
Yeah, Gamescom. Let me go back and get that link.
I didn't watch it. This page is so bright. Holy shit.
I didn't, because they were dropping everything that was announced like on social media and Twitter. Like I was seeing most of it that was announced, but a lot of it is stuff that was already announced. Yeah, but they were just giving more in-depth looks at stuff.
Okay. I guess we'll just go down the list if you'd like to take it away.
Diablo 4 goes spooky season. Did you drop off Diablo 4 shortly after its first season? Season of Malignant began in late July. You're not alone. But Blizzard is already announcing a vampire-filled Season 2, Season of Blood, complete with another round of fresh quests, items, and bosses. And even Gemma-chan voicing a new character named Eris. It's due October 17th. October 17th, though. Someone should tell Blizzard that spooky season begins like a month before that.
That is true. There's already Halloween decorations in stores.
Yeah, they've been there for like a month or two now.
Next up, more about Alan Wake 2. Remedy showed off a new trailer for Alan Wake 2 featuring more about the character, and it's a trippy, scary trailer, according to The Verge. And it also showed the new release date of October 27th, towards the end of the month.
The hell is this? And now for something cute. Sandwiched in between some darker games like Mortal Kombat, Diablo, and Alan Wake was Thank Goodness You're Here, a comedy that looks like an interactive cartoon launching next year. I can't tell the kind of game this is. Like, is this just an interactive cartoon?
Maybe. It looks like it's got some platforming in it later on in the trailer. But also, that's not like the main thing that they're showing. It looks like it's kind of an RPG type of thing, but more just cartoony.
It looks like you're going from set piece to set piece, and every set piece has different kind of video game mechanics to it.
Yeah. It looks neat. I like the style a lot. It looks like a softer version of The Amazing Adventures of Flapjack.
Yeah. Says arriving 2024 on PlayStation 5, PC, Nintendo Switch.
That woman just had a penis land on her lap at a park bench. What the fuck is this?
I thought I saw that same thing. I was like, the fuck?
Yeah, 1 minute, 4 seconds. She literally gets hit in the face with it, too. It's so quick and it just ends immediately. Go watch that trailer if you'd like to see what I just described. I don't know if you want to, though.
I saw it.
Anyway, moving on. Mortal Kombat 1. Even more fighters are coming, including Sindel, Raiden, and Shao Kahn, General Shao, joining the roster with Centaur Motaro as a cameo fighter. Be careful around Sindel's hair, tentacles. The scream I scrumped when she pulled apart fighter's legs like cracking a chicken wing could be heard from space, according to The Verge.
Was past tense of scream. Scream. Scrumped.
The writer for The Verge, this person, Ash, you have a way with words.
You do.
Right. But next up,
yeah. Let me get back to it. All right. Get Snapped on Steam. Marvel Snap, last year's mobile game of the year, and one of the best mobile collectible card games to come out in a while, Chris, is now officially available on Steam. Though Snap has always been available on PC, it was only in early access. With today's Steam relaunch, the game's now optimized for PC play with a revamped UI and new horizontal gameplay. I did see this trailer, which was pretty dope. It shows Deadpool fighting what's his name? Motorcycle on fire.
Ghost Rider. Johnny Cage.
And Squirrel Girl comes out and starts doing random shit. It's pretty good.
All right. Nice. The thing that I think is probably the coolest would be Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty.
Yes, this looks pretty damn
coming very, very soon. In fact, about 4 days away this weekend. CJ Projekt CD
Phantom Liberty is scheduled to release the 26th of September, not this weekend.
We're in August. Sorry.
Yes, we are.
Shit. I just saw the number 26 and then 22 at the bottom left of my screen, and I was like, 4 days! But a month and 4 days. Anyway, major expansion coming to Cyberpunk 2077. Bunch of new stuff with redesigned perk systems, new vehicles coming alongside. Some of the improvements will also be coming to the base game on current gen consoles and PC as a part of the update. So I think that means that the main game itself is going to be getting this update, which is interesting because I don't know if I want to finish my run of my most recent campaign then if they're going to update it.
Right.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Definitely check out the YouTube video. We have it in our Discord if you want to go check that out for a more in-depth look at it. But I'm excited. I can't wait to get back into the world of Night City after I build this book note that only Ant knows about.
All right, moving forward. Ash Paris of The Verge writes, Sonic Superstars is my favorite surprise announcement of Summer Game Fest 2023. A 2D side-scrolling Sonic game that's not a re-release in this remaster remake economy. Oh hell yes. I will be present and seated for Sonic Superstars launching on everything October 17th. Proving yet again Sonic's faster than Mario. Sonic faster than Mario launching 3 days before Super Mario Wonder and Spider-Man. Meaning this game, everybody better beat this game in 3 days because no one's gonna want to play it after that.
Jesus Christ. I personally, I'm not gonna get it. I'm sorry. I'm just not.
What are you
I feel like
sorry
Sonic. I don't know. I just feel like Sonic isn't good anymore. I know that's like a very specific take, but it's one of those things where it's like.
Well, there's people who argue that Sonic was never good.
Well, those people are wrong. The side-scrolling 2D Sonics were fucking amazing.
I mean, I'm gonna play this, but I think that's because it is a 2D side-scrolling Sonic game.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same charm for me. I don't know. It's not enough to bring me back.
No, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah. Maybe if you give it a raving review for the 3 days that you play it, of maybe one of the three. I don't know. But next up, Honkai Star Rail is coming for PS5. It is pretty much a Genshin Impact rip. Another game to get the money out of you to spend on Gachapon. But they are recently launching the game, and it's set to launch on PS5 in the fourth quarter of 2023. And there's a technical test coming that is open tomorrow. And you can currently play it on PC and mobile if you'd like to do it there, but PS5, it is coming soon.
Hey. The team behind Genshin Impact revealed a fresh trailer for their new sci-fi action game, Zenless Zone Zero, which looks pretty slick, though it doesn't have a release date yet. So More anime goodness for everybody.
Number one.
This one looks a little bit more creative though, from what I'm seeing in this trailer.
I'm not opposed to these by any means. It was just one of those things where, like, I played Genshin and I was like, this is just Breath of the Wild but anime. And then they just kept doing the same thing over. That's a furry. What the fuck? Okay, moving on. Sorry, I was watching the trailer. Next up, we got some more Call of Duty gameplay from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. 9 minutes long of the campaign gameplay. It is age restricted, so you have to go to YouTube itself to go watch it if you'd like to do that. But it's looking pretty good.
Really good. Like, I'm looking at it like, that's pretty damn nice looking.
I'm also really big fan of the fact that they've confirmed that anything that you have gun-wise and operator-wise that you've paid for in Modern Warfare 2 will be transferring over to Modern Warfare 3, so you didn't waste any money. And getting the new game would just be getting the new game, but you still get all of your shit still.
That's dope.
So that is good, in my humble opinion, because I'd like to continue playing as Snoop Dogg. What do we got next? Oh, this was a delay, right? Next,
it is a good time for fighting game fans. First, we had the excellent Street Fighter 6, and now comes word that Tekken 8 will be dropping on January 26th, 2024. It's bringing an interesting new arcade mode, complete with customizable avatars.
So what Street Fighter did.
Yes.
Kinda.
So Tekken 8 is coming. It is, like they said, a fantastic time to be a fighting game fan.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat, Tekken, and Street Fighter in 1 year. Already, that's ridiculous.
Hell yeah. Next up, Zack Snyder showed off his trailer for a Netflix show by the name of Rebel Moon. It's coming to Netflix in December. It's a first proper look at the film, though Netflix previously released a behind-the-scenes feature at its Tundum event in June, whatever that is. But yeah, it looks interesting from the clips that I saw on like social media and stuff. I didn't watch the full trailer top to bottom. But I don't know. Netflix doesn't really seem to have much going on right now for them besides being huge pieces of shit. So maybe the show will be okay.
It looks like, sci-fi porn. You know what I mean?
Sci-fi porn.
Not that's a completely different thing. But like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I got you.
For people who love sci-fi shit, looks like a good time. It looks good enough for me to at least give it a shot. Like I'll turn it on and try to watch it.
What we got next?
Next up, Assassin's Creed Mirage is almost here. Ubisoft debuted a new trailer for the game at Opening Night Live. The newest title in this series is set to release on October 5th, a week earlier than initially planned. Smart. Because the closer you get to late
Spider-Man,
the closer you get to the 20th, it's a bad time for games.
Yeah. Honestly, no joke, this gives me more of an incentive to kind of maybe want to play this.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of debating it, and I was like, but it's a little too close to Spider-Man, so I don't think so. Now, I might play it.
You'll have 15 days to get through it. That's enough time.
Yeah, it's not bad. And here's the thing, I wouldn't finish it in time, probably, knowing me. But I would at least get enough invested into it to where I know I need to come back to it, I think. So that's good in my opinion. Next up, Killing Floor 3. It exists and there's a trailer to go along with it. No release date yet, but hopefully we don't have to keep waiting for too much longer, says Emma from The Verge. I've never played a Killing Floor game before. I don't know what it's about. These dogs next to me are fighting each other for no reason again. It looks gross from the trailer so far. Ew. Hated that I just saw.
Crazy shit happening.
Well, that's a game. Cool. Next up, what do we got? Because it's the bad stuff.
Yeah. Bill Clinton wants to play GTA 6. That's what one person said after crashing the Opening Night Live 2023 stage. The GTA 6 fan, along with one other person, bum rushed the stage in the midst of Jeff Keighley's opening monologue. The episode evoked a similar event during 2022's The Game Awards ceremony, where another fan snuck on stage to snatch the mic to also yell about Bill Clinton after Elden Ring won Game of the Year. Security, do your damn job. What, man? Why do they keep fucking with Keighley, man? I don't understand. He's like you said in the chat, he works super hard to put all this shit together months in advance. Yeah. He's the guy who's doing all the game reveals now. He's clearly taken over E3 spot. He's doing God's work in gaming presentation. And people are fucking with him.
How the fuck do they not have better security?
I don't know.
Like, this happened once already. And honestly, this one's a little bit less worse than the Game Awards one, in my opinion. Because at least with the Game Awards one, you have a bunch of, like, devs and shit from, I think they're from Japan, from Software team for Elden Ring. Mm-hmm. And there's just this random kid up on stage. It's not with them at all. And, like, you don't know what he's going to do.
Right.
Like, you don't know if he's just going to say something stupid on the mic. Thank God that's all he did. But the fact of the matter is, like, you allowed that to happen there, which was already dangerous and bad. Mm-hmm. And now you have someone bum rushing you yourself on stage. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to say it, but goddamn Keighley, that's stupid. Like, you need to have fucking better security. And if by the time the Game Awards come around this end of this year, if another one of these happens, I'm going to think that it's planned.
Yeah, right. At this point, Keighley, like he'd be a fool to get up on that stage on the Game Awards and not have security all over the fucking place.
But as of this point, it's just sad to see, especially with like I don't get it. Like, I don't get the meme behind it, because like it's Bill Clinton wants to play GTA 6. Why does Bill Clinton matter?
I don't know.
Enough for this to be like a joke that's
Bill
happening.
Clinton is clearly a code word. That shit is activating something every time they say.
I don't know. And then also like fuck GTA 6, man. It's coming soon enough. Go fuck yourself, guy.
Right.
Also, it looks like he's wearing an Austin 316 shirt, like wrestling. So go fuck yourself even more. Don't fucking ruin wrestling and also games, you dickhole.
Yeah, and ponytails or whatever this shit is just got going on in your head.
Next up, Age of Empires 4 arrives on Xbox consoles and Game Pass today, the anniversary edition of it. I don't know much about this, so I think I'm just going to skip over and we're going to go to the next one. What do we got, Ant?
Little Nightmares 3 is coming next year. Bandai Namco premiered a trailer for the new game at Opening Night Live. It's set to release in 2024. The first game in the series came out in 2017, the second in 2021. Dope. Yeah. Another Little Nightmares game. Those are pretty cool. I played a little bit
of the first one. It was pretty fun so far, but gotta get back to that for spooky season.
Yeah.
Bitch made making a comeback. I swear it.
No, now that kid is past 1 year old, we can do this now. Now he has a bedtime. So now we're good.
That is true.
He did not have one all last year.
Next up, Starfield. We got the official live action trailer. This was kind of, in my opinion, okay. Like, it's not anything special. It's just a live action video with some cool cinematic shit going on at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know why money is put into this, if I'm being genuinely honest. Unless there's a show coming alongside, there's no reason to do something like this at all. It's a waste of time, a waste of money, a waste of people's like work. Like, just put those funds towards the game. Don't fuck this up, Xbox.
It's all about
Don't
promo.
fuck it up.
Apparently, rumor is they did not fuck it up. That's the rumor.
I will believe it when I play it. I'm not saying that I don't believe it, but
no, I hear you.
Either way, Starfield is coming soon, and it looks
good. And for the last story, the Game Awards will be back in December.
Hell yeah.
Who would have guessed? Just ahead of just ahead of another Jeff Keighley production, Gamescom opening night live, which kicks off in 2 hours. Well, this was before it happened. Comes the news that the Game Awards will return on December 7th. It'll be streaming in more than 30 different video services, and if last year is any indication, will feature plenty of news and trailers.
I am excited.
Game Awards, December 7th.
We will be streaming.
Yep, you're gonna catch us doing it like we always do it. So
it's our 3rd or 4th year in a row. I think it's third, right?
Yeah.
3rd year in a row.
We did 2. Is it more than 3? Is this the 4th? No,
it might be the 4th. I think because I think
the
we
first
started...
one we did it when we're doing it at the other location.
Yeah, and then we did.
I know we've done 2 here already.
Yeah, so this will be the 4th.
Crazy, time flies.
4 years in a row, no streamers of the Game Awards. But we'll be here live, whether it be in person or digital, depending on the situation. No matter what, we will be live for the Game Awards.
Yes.
So get your votes in. We'll probably also do the podcast episode the week or 2 before, where we do all the voting and shit too.
True.
Just because, yeah, we could even do that as a Patreon as well. Just because, like, that's like a simple thing to do, and it wouldn't take up like the time for the entire podcast, because those are always like way too long on top of the actual news and shit.
True.
So we could just do a Patreon episode where it's like, here's our votes.
I'm down with that.
Look at that. Behind the scenes, baby.
Producing live.
And that is the news.
That's the news.
Nice podcast. Nice and simple and easy early in the week. Not much going on.
I just wanted to make sure we did. I just wanted the Gamescom to be done by the time we recorded. Because I was like, all right, there can't be much more, right?
Yeah. I do have to go back and watch a couple things, a couple of those trailers personally, just because I didn't really get a chance to. Because someone forgot to edit the video versions of the podcast for the past 2 weeks. Fucking, I should have never killed Editor Chris.
Editor Chris is on top of things.
Honestly, kinda. But either way, thank you guys for watching. As always, you can follow us on Say the Letter B Number 4 Quitting over on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube.
Titty gang, titty gang.
Titty gang. Get your merch over at saybeforequitting.com, where you can get some new hoodies we just put up there, embroidered designs on top of them. I think this week or the next week is when I'm finally pulling the trigger on one of those, so that I can.
I'm gonna get one before it gets cool outside.
Yeah, just want to make. I feel like they're gonna raise the prices when it gets cold. You know that shit where it's like it's cold season now, so it's definitely it's the prime time to get a hoodie right now. So make sure you get those orders in. I'm personally gonna go with that bitch made hoodie that's in black with black embroidering, and then I'm gonna do a little bleach tie dye on it. So it's gonna be original as fuck.
Halloween
but you can, hell yeah. You can also go to our Patreon, where we're posting 2 extra episodes a month. We're still catching up now from last month into this month, so we're still not caught up yet. But you can expect a new Baldur skate video. They're coming soon. And then one was just posted this past weekend where we caught up a little bit. That one was extremely fun. I don't remember at all what we talked about, but I know for a fact that we brought up Crocs at some point.
Yeah, when that was brought up, I was like, I don't even remember that in the context of the conversation.
Neither do I, because CLD gave us the context, and I was like, still blank.
Didn't get it. I was like, what?
So, needless to say, we got to remember what we say.
No.
But I think that's about all the shilling we got. Obviously, join the Discord, link in the bio. And then also, if you're live, ! Discord, no matter who's live on the channel, whether it be me or Ant, if he gets the free time. If you find the free time, you should find the free time. You got to make sure that you always
save before quitting.
And we'll see y'all next week.
We will. Peace out, y'all.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Oh, that's not what a bat sounds like.
It's mealtime fun.
It is.
Yeah. Zoo Pals were like the commercial for me back in the day. You remember
there being a commercial?
Well, there was Zoo Pals were a thing, and there was Zoo Books.
I remember those Zoo Books.
And then, do you remember the books that were just like trains?
Yeah.
Those Johns. Yeah, I don't even remember the commercials well, but all I remember is just like they just tried to film trains in the most sexy way possible. Like, yeah. You want these fucking books, baby.
Hey, little boy, trains. Now that I got your attention, tell your parents to buy these books.
And then I immediately didn't like trains anymore.
Get these hot trains.
Ugh. Nah.
Rub these trains all over your body.
I miss those old commercials from back then. I feel like that should be a good nostalgia episode. Just like commercials and shit from back then that were.
Call 1-800 and get yourself book a train. Yeah. We sort of kind of covered that, but we did the music compilations.
Yeah, the Midnight Soul.
Yeah, they did all those things, stupid ass things.
I forget. There was one of those that was on one of the stations that I would watch, but it was like power ballads and like songs. Yeah.
I remember that one.
I would do anything for love, and then it would cut to something else, and I'm like, this sucks, man. Please get me back Ed, Edd n Eddy.
It's wild though. As a kid, you remember those commercials, so you remember like the order of that when the song is cut off and the next one comes on.
Now that's what I call music.
Yep.
That and Kids Bop, dude. Kids Bop needed to die after the first one.
They just remix. That's like the kids remixes.
Dude, it's so bad though. Like, it started off like fine, I think, back in the day. Like, we're like, okay, this is a thing that we can agree that shouldn't probably exist, but it's all good that it does.
Yeah.
And then 2022 and 2021 came around, and they did a remix to WAP.
Is that the pizza one?
Yeah.
So like pizza.
When that happened, I was like, okay, we've gone too far. Like,
that's dangerous.
Yeah,
because like, then what isn't your kid's curious mind gonna be like, all right, what's the regular one?
For sure. And then also it's like, it's not that it's a bad song for a kid to hear, but it's like, it's just a conversation that you don't want to have at the moment, you know, for when they're going to hear that on. Plus, they're also playing it on like the radio when it was coming out, to be fair. But,
which was stupid then because they had to like blank out the whole chorus because how could you play that on the radio?
We just need Will Smith back. He was the only guy who knew how to make music without cursing.
Jiggy with it.
Na 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 na. With it.
That's a nostalgia episode we're kicking around now. Like it just the Will Smith episode. So all of the shit from the 90s all the way up to now.
Dude, Big Willie style, best fucking album ever.
Yo, that album, it seemed like every household had that CD, that blue CD.
I wish I had it. We didn't.
Really?
But I have it on Spotify. You know what one we had? We had the fucking... Do you remember? I think it was a Michael Jackson album. You remember the one with the baby?
Yes.
And the fucking, like, he would, like, do this. We had the one that had the fucking... what's it called? The lithograph, where you would, like, move it back and forth and the baby be like this. And he's just doing this on your CD cover. And I'm like, I don't want this, man. I don't want to listen to this shit.
Hey man, those were times, man, back then. CDs were such a big deal back then.
Oh yeah. I feel like I told this story a while back, but I remember vividly back in the day when I got my first rock album, and it was Green Day's American Idiot. And the thing about Green Day's American Idiot is that they say a couple curse words in that because, you know, it's fucking punk music. It's punk and rock, so they're gonna say some fucking shit. And I remember my dad coming home from work, sitting on the toilet in that room right over there, and taking the booklet out of the front of it and just reading front to back all the lyrics to allow me or not if I can keep the CD. And I was literally sitting on the floor, crisscross applesauce, on bated breath, smelling the worst thing ever. Just please let me listen to the CD that I like, please.
In the bathroom with him?
No, I'm outside of it, like sitting directly right there. Crisscross applesauce, like 7-8 years old. Please don't take my CD away from me.
Well, this is bitch. I don't know if you're ready for that word.
Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny movie came out.
I remember that.
And I used to watch movies in their bedroom because they had the box TV that had the DVD player built into it. So one day in the summer, I was watching it and I fell asleep on their bed while the movie was on. And right as he walked in, it was the laser scene. So all this man saw was Jack Black going, and then the tip of a head of a fucking penis coming out of a fucking pair of jeans. I still don't have that DVD. It's somewhere hidden.
You're not allowed to watch it even now. Even now.
I was never giving it back. That was the funny part. He never gave it back to me. And then when I asked him about it, probably like around when I was going to college, just because I was like, I haven't seen it in a while. Where is that? He could not find it. So it just disappeared.
Damn.
So, yeah.
Check this riff. It's fucking tasty.
I'm the devil. I can do what I want.
Oh, I gotta watch that movie now.
Such a good movie.
It is.
It's a good musical because that's what it is.
It's definitely what it is, but it's really good.
Such a good song. Can't you see? Here's the man.
Everybody go watch Tenacious D and Pick a Destiny after you're done listening to this.
And then go watch the HBO miniseries because that was good too.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. That was from their first album. That was black. And it was just them naked with their guitars and the devil behind them like this.
That was the cover, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the cover.
That album front to back, to me, is like Big Willie style energy. Because in Big Willie style, there's so many tracks that aren't actually tracks. And it's just like him talking to some random guy on the street who's interviewing him. And then with the Tenacious D album, it's like, here's a couple songs, and then it's them talking. Hey KG, I wrote a song, and you just take this note and just give it a little bend, and it's the one note song, and then inward singing that whole bit. Fuck, dude.
I'm gonna have to listen to that tomorrow.
And I'm fucking singing, and I'm still fucking singing, and I'm still fucking singing, and I'm never stopping. Such a good fucking
That had
album.
to be so much fun to record.
Oh yeah, so stoned.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I think that's the rest of the podcast. I have to go let these two do their business before they do it on the floor because they did it already twice this week.
I gotta go do my own business. I gotta pee. I don't gotta do the other thing.
Goodbye, soldier. Have a good night, y'all.
Peace, y'all.